What up, guys? Nakamoto Crypto here. I'm in the car today. I'm outside, not on the green screen. So today, right, I wanted to talk about central banks' digital currencies and why I'm heavy on cryptocurrencies like Electroneum Quant, XRP. You've seen me do a lot of videos on those lately. Wealth transfer. I've talked about that for a minute. The reason why I'm heavy on those cryptos is because, because of this one simple reason, right? When have you guys ever seen the banks fail? Like on anything? Like the banking system that me and you were born in. Have you ever seen them fail? Like a new currency came and just took them over by storm. Bitcoin surprised everybody. 2008, Satoshi came and built it up. Whoever Satoshi was, some are saying it was CIA and all of this stuff. But yeah, even Bitcoin could not take down the SWIFT banking system that we had for so many years. I'm talking about 50 to 100 years, whenever fiat was introduced to the world. So the banks, as far as I'm concerned, they always win. So people in crypto, we put this stigma on these banks, right? We're all trying to get away from the banking system, middleman stuff, cut out the middleman and all this great stuff. But we have yet to become our own banks in crypto. The banking system is still around. So if the banks are coming into crypto building Cbdc'S, central bank digital currencies, then your best bet would be to bet on the banks. And there are cryptocurrencies right now. There are a group of cryptos that are compliant. They are trying to be, compliant. They are working with these central bank digital currencies and these centralized authorities that we hate so much as a crypto nation, just us. And, who's to say that one day in the future, those cryptos would be widely adopted, like on a global scale, right? So that is the reason why I'm heavy on things like Electroneum and Quant and even Ripple. Now, I've been critical of XRP, sometimes, I'll be criticizing them because, but hey, 5 years, I haven't seen anything on XRP. But hopefully, if they win that SEC lawsuit, that is about to change. Because the narrative they sold us back in 2017, if you remember, if you was here from us 2017 OGs, if you was here, what they told us was that XRP was going to take over the banking system and they were going to do all this stuff, yada, yada, and all banks, each and every one of your local banks will be using Ripple. But clearly that's not the case. That haven't been the case. XRP, last year they did a jump up to $2, I think. They wasn't even able to break through their all-time highs. Now, Electroneum, on the other hand, right? I can make an excuse for Electroneum, right? They went through a lot. First, when their blockchain came up, Electroneum was built on top of Monero, which was a privacy chain, and the banks, they hate privacy networks. So ETN, they kind of missed the bull market, the last bull market, because they were a private network, so no one really gave them a second look. They tried to get listed on Binance and all this other stuff. There was a lot of barriers because the network was private. But once they switched their blockchain to public and they seen the direction in which the entire cryptocurrency space was traveling last year and this year, they're getting on board now. They're building their own smart contract testnets, EVM. Everybody likes building on Solidity and stuff, and that alone could be huge for ETN. And you can add up the fact that island nations are starting to use Electroneum now. The adoption could be very, very fast in the next, I don't want to make a prediction, But just wait and see for Electroneum. Hopefully, you know, this time around they'll get it. The one thing I like about that project Electroneum is that they have been around for the past 5 years now, and they're still working. They're hitting the shots. Sometimes they miss, but you only need one. You only need to hit one lick, and then you're good. And when it happens, you know, usually it's big. I mean, Richard Ells talked about island nations, Electroneum going on island nations. Yeah, he talked about, you know, trying to get those smaller islands to adopt ETN as a currency. People in Africa already like ETN. They're using it. They like the fluctuation part of it. They like using it to pay their bills and, you know, top up their mobiles and all of that good stuff. You know, any task is doing what it does. There's like 4 million users on ETN. So if the prediction is that there are going to be 2 to 3 billion people who will be using crypto somehow, they will be linked, then imagine how many of those people are behind the banks right now. I'm talking about even mom and pops, grandpas, people who never heard of crypto or even don't even like it, these boomers. They're going to be indirectly linked to cryptocurrencies because of the central bank digital currencies. I just watched one of the videos of one of the OGs, and he was saying that in Jamaica, in January of this year, Jamaica had their CBDC, central bank digital currency, right? Highly centralized. But by July, August now, 7 months, young people in Jamaica are now using their digital dollar and literally trading in and out of DeFi, making their profit and getting out. That's the beauty of it. Like, you know, once society gets introduced to crypto like that, it's gonna be big, man. And any cryptocurrency is linked to those. They will reap the benefit of those rewards. Imagine millions of customers who will be using the digital pound in the future would also use Electroneum. There's a possibility that that could happen as well. So just look into ATN. I think it's going to be one of the greats, especially in the future. Quant, check out my Quant video. I've already, you know, made a video on Quant. And also, you know, don't forget to like the video, share and subscribe. I thank all my supporters, my day ones, people who just, you know, view the content and like it. So yeah, you know, for those of you guys who've been doing DeFi, you know, DeFi is cool, but long term, you know, your long term plays also, don't forget about them. I always tell people, man, if you make a profit on a ROI dApp, for those of you who are into drip, or you are into Splasive, or you invested into, I don't know, Elephant or Furio, where all of these dApps, they're coming out right and left. If you make a huge profit out of it, think about the long-term plays as well, because hodling a long-term play, you never know, man. You could wake up one day and it could change your life for the better forever, where you, to the point where you don't have to walk anymore. It can happen in DeFi. It can also happen in your layer one cryptocurrencies. You know, BNB changed a lot of people's lives. BNB literally went from $44 all the way to $600 in 1 year because of them, you know, burning tokens and that. Ethereum, same thing. $190, I think it bottomed March 2020. By April 2021, it was back up to like 2K, 3K, and went all the way up to almost $5,000. That's the power of, you know, the halvings. That's the power of just, you know, the Bitcoin halving mechanics, where even the altcoins would boom. So the top layer ones, they always give you new all-time highs. I always preach that to the viewers, you know, so pay attention to them. Long term, you're gonna wanna, you know, DCA into them. It's funny because back in 2017, right, the narrative was that just DCA into Bitcoin only. Don't trust altcoins. Altcoins, you only buy them when altcoin season is about to happen. But 2021 came. We didn't have an altcoin season. You had like Cardano randomly pumped because of news that the smart contract upgrade is going to happen, you know, the Alonzo hard fork, and that pushed the price up all the way up to $3.10. And then randomly you would have Binance pump. Why? Because they're burning tokens. And then you would have Avalanche pump. Why? Because, you know, their system is up, their system was rolling up. And then you have Ethereum pump because Vitalik, 2.0, all of that talk. So that's what happened. So that means the altcoins are slowly forking off Bitcoin, meaning, they're slowly relying on themselves and their audiences and, their communities now. So, which means that in the future, if Cardano is going to keep on building, if Ethereum going to keep on building, Avalanche going to keep on building, Uniswap are going to make their decentralized dApp better, then why not bet on them as well? So you can also DCA into, the Uniswaps, the Cardanos, and the Ethereums, and that if they are going to give you, like what they have been doing, new all-time highs at every bull market. So that was my message to you guys today. Don't forget to like up the video, share it, subscribe for some crypto content. I have been Mr. Nakamoto Crypto, and I'm out.